everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Mayor Tyler Moore Show here on the Kokomo Post. My name's Drew Larison. This is MTM. Mr. Mayor, how are you?
I'm doing great. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. It was a beautiful weekend. I got some much needed work done in the yard.
Nice.
According to my wife, much needed work done in the yard. And both feeling it come Monday morning. But it's done, and she's happy. And
what else can you ask for?
I know. Now we're hitting the work week.
Love to see that. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching the show today, everybody. We got to pay some bills real quick up top. IPT's fall sports season is on its way, and IPT Screen Printing is the place to go for all your uniform needs. Contact Kyle Fouts at 765-480-3082 for more information. There's a 20-shirt minimum required. Check them out on Facebook. That's IPT Screen Printing. Screen printed apparel for any occasion and uniforms for any sport. Also, Fun Factory Outlet, Indiana. They have customization options that fit the needs of every family. Check out the versatile swing set options and set designs that can include picnic tables or multiple climbing options. Different and additional slides, ramps, monkey bars, sky lofts are available, as well as fun accessories like chalkboard, bubble panels, or even tic-tac-toe. Give them a call at 765-522-PLAY. Fun Factory Outlet, Indiana is located just south of Crossroads Church on 931 in Kokomo. Also, they're doing really nice basketball goals now.
Oh,
and
sweet.
I think they're talking about that a lot, where they have like Gorilla and like really, really quality basketball goals. So go check them out for that too. Like the kind that's in concrete, like really legit. Yeah.
But in the list of things, you said Skylofts. What's a Skyloft?
Skyloft is basically...
Is it just like the tower?
Yeah, it's like the tower. The one at our house, we have it. And it's like just like hangout area that I have a dream. I want the kids to like sleep outside in that one.
But I will say this, we got to see them and gosh.
Oh, sorry. This is producer Aaron. That camera's not working today. So
sorry, I had to.
Yeah. But we got to visit them, and they have these things that extend the loft bed, so it becomes like this crazy amount of square footage. Like we had 4 kids and 2 adults like up on top of that, and it was like room to spare. It was like a party. It was great.
Yeah, it's
sweet.
Fun. Anyway, so thanks for those for being partners of the show. I see 18 people watching. If you guys have any questions, welcome to the Mayor Tyler Moore Show. If you've never been here before, it's a weekly show we do with this guy. Talk about what's going on in the city of Kokomo, but we also have the Ask the Mayor segment, partnered with Lexi's Drink Barn. And if you guys have any questions, just leave them in the chat below. I actually was just live on my personal page, and I got like 8 questions from there. So thank you guys for watching. Maybe you were watching this and now you're here, and now we're all here together, and it's going to be a good time. So Mr. Mayor, let's talk about a few things real quick.
Okay.
Burger Throwdown. We have a champion.
Burger Throwdown.
Moe's River Room. Congratulations. They are the 2002, the 13 seed. Won it all.
Seed. I love
upset of the century.
Yeah.
I love it.
13 seed Moe's River Room came up top on the 2002 Kokomo Post Burger Throwdown, partnered with Lexi's Drink Barn once again. Over 40,000 votes.
Sweet.
Crazy reactions and engagement to that. So it was really cool to see that. What do you think we should throw down next? We've got some ideas.
I know we laughed and said, we ought to do a dad joke throwdown, but we're thinking food.
We have to do a tenderloin because we just have to. I feel like a fountain Coke throwdown would be really cool too.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we could do. An ice cream,
like your
Coney dogs,
B's and G's.
Biscuits and gravy throwdown.
Yeah, if there's a handful of those.
Once again, as I say every time, wet flour on dry flour.
That's really biscuits and gravy. That's what it is.
That phenomenon. But you love them.
Yeah.
Love them.
There's a lot of things we should throw out. What would you like to tenderloins? Yeah, tenderloins could get crazy. Honestly, in this burger throwdown, guys, it was nuts. It was an emotional toll on all of us.
Wild.
I mean, literally, one of the restaurant owners got a tattoo, a permanent piece of art on their body because they came in 5th place in the burger throwdown.
Nice.
A tattoo.
Come on. Like, it got out of hand. But congratulations to Moe's River Room.
But that's the way you wanted to get out of hand.
Man. I'm telling you, it's fun. And I don't know. Like, some people say, like, it just makes everybody mean to each other. Oh, come on. It's a throwdown.
You've got a few out there.
And honestly, but that's not on us. That's on you. If you want to get mean, I can't control your emotions.
True. True. But here's the thing that I love about Throwdowns is that it allows people to discover stuff that they didn't know about a community they've lived
That's
in, right?
the point.
Who'd have thought Moe's River Room? Yeah.
Exactly. Like, and I personally, I'm excited. I want to do a Kokomo Post Tries there because of the support of that community or of that restaurant.
Fan base.
Yeah, because like the coolest part about this is check out here's 16 spots. Some of them you may be really familiar with, or people who maybe don't travel downtown, just haven't made it to places like the Coterie or some of the other spots. That's the point of this.
That's the point.
Go out and rediscover your city.
Expose all the things that are going on.
And the thing is, if they're at the top of the list in these throwdowns and such, chances are that's not their only item, their only signature item. There's probably something else. So
yeah,
just
Moe's
as
River
good on the
Room, they
menu.
had quite a variety of a menu. We went there and did a video, and they got a lot of stuff to try. So congratulations to Moe's. They are the 2002
Moe's.
Kokomo Post Burger Throwdown champion. Now we have an August sweepstakes. We're wrapping up. Actually, we're going to go live right after this and announce the winner of the July sweepstakes, which was like $1,700 worth of stuff.
That's crazy.
So I'm guessing we'll talk about the August sweepstakes on that live as well.
That is true.
Nailed it. Next thing I want to talk about, we obviously have the gas giveaways going on. This is the last month for it. We've given away over $800 worth of gas, 900. It'll be $1,200 total every week in June, July, and August. We're giving away a bunch of gas, $100 gas every week. So that's coming up. Great cash partners for that as well. And then we got something new. This is the first time officially people have heard about this. So we are starting. So school's going back.
Right.
School's starting
This
back.
week.
Some people went back last week. I know some kids go tomorrow. My kids go Wednesday. And teachers. Let's talk about teachers.
Let's talk about teachers.
Teachers are great.
They're amazing.
They're underappreciated more than maybe anybody else in our society. They're amazing human beings. We love them.
Story.
So because of that, we are very happy to announce we have started the Kokomo Post Teacher Giveback.
Oh, awesome.
So it is going to be 5 weeks, all the 5 major school districts in Howard County. So we have Northwestern, Western, Eastern, Taylor, and Kokomo. And we're going to do this once a week. Each school district gets their own week where you can go to the kokomopost.com/whatever the school's name is. We're going to announce who the first school district is here in a minute. And then basically you just fill out a form and nominate your favorite teacher from that school district. And we're going to tally up all those nominations, and we're going to give this teacher a pretty ridiculous gift basket. And just showing our appreciation, like letting them know that their people in their school district love them. So you guys can go right now. Actually, it's live. This is the announcement for the announcement. I'm going to tell them. Northwestern is the first school district. For this, you can go to the kokomopost.com/Northwestern, fill out that form, tell us your favorite school teacher or educational professional in that school district, fill out the form, nominate it, and we're going to surprise them with something crazy.
Fun. Awesome.
This whole thing is partnered with Healing Hand Spa, which, by the way, every one of those gift baskets is including like a crazy Healing Hand Spa gift card. It's also Security Federal Savings Bank and then Higher Ground Tree Service. Shout out to all of them. I posted this looking for partners a while back, like a month and a half ago. Posted something on Facebook, and I'm not kidding, like all of these were sold so quickly because brands, companies, they wanted to be there to support the awesome teachers in Howard County. So this
there'll
was
be
a really
different
cool
sponsors for each.
Well, the whole thing is sponsored by all three of them.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, so each week, each teacher from a different school district will get like this crazy gift basket and prize. So it's really fun. We're looking forward to. You can go to the kokomopost.com/Northwestern right now and start nominating your favorite teachers from that school district. But I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be fun. I'm trying to talk to the school systems, and if we can like surprise the teacher with the prize, I think that'd be fun. And then like have a video of it. It might be interesting with video with kids. I don't want to, expose any kids that don't want to be exposed or anything like that.
So when they nominate the teacher, is it anonymously?
We have, I mean, they can be, yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, because that could be part of it too. I mean, if you get the handful of those that voted for the teacher to be with you when
that'd be
they
cool.
presented it.
Yeah. No, it's just cool. So Northwestern is the first school district we're going to do. And like I said, Western, Eastern, Taylor, and Kokomo will have their own week of it as well.
Cool.
So that's cool. Kokomo Post Teacher Give Back is starting officially.
Thank you, teachers.
Right now. Love to see it. Awesome. I want to talk about something real quick. It was a big story. $1.2 million awarded to the city for the Speedway and the flooding issues that happen out there. Just a quick recap. The EDA is who granted the funds. The funds came from the ARP, which was that federal grant program from COVID. It's going to create 50 jobs as well as retain 113 jobs. And the project will construct and install an urban drainage system and sanitary sewer service along Davis Road, north of Morgan Street. It should begin in 2023.
So
those are my bullet points.
It'll definitely benefit more than just the Speedway, but the focus was on the Speedway and the way that the grant was written. And kudos to Julie Robbins in the development department, her patience and diligence. I mean, we actually applied for this over a year ago. And, kudos also to the Speedway for their patience in dealing with the ongoing flooding. I mean, this is, any of those race fans out there know that flooding has been an issue at the Kokomo Speedway for decades. And unfortunately, when you get a sizable amount of rain, it shuts down, the weekends and on race nights. And so I know there were a handful of folks that when the city threw out their press release that were questioning, okay, how does this, create new jobs and how does it retain jobs and everything? The mayor's touting his own horn. He's making things up or whatever. Well, I mean, part of the application is obviously working with the property owner or business in this case, because it's focused on tourism. Working with them, and the application then I guess requires that we reach out to not only the entity or the group that's to benefit, but ancillary companies and such as well. So working with the Speedway and others and the Convention and Visitors Bureau looked at other, because it's the total economic impact. I mean, it wasn't just, okay, this grant is going, just to benefit the Speedway, but yes, the Speedway and their issues, but because of the economic impact that they have and that is lost when they have to cancel races, weekend after weekend and such. And so, there were local restaurants that were contacted, I think 3 hotels. So sponsors, folks that
the ripple effect
that
if one
were
of those
surveyed,
things canceled,
and so part of that application was reaching out to those businesses and say, okay, what economic impact does the Kokomo Speedway have on your business, on your hotel? And they said, well, if the Speedway would close or when they cancel races, we lose this many hotel stays, or on race weekends, we have this food and beverage revenue typically that is lost when it's the jobs created, jobs retained, and economic impact came from surveying not only the owners of the Kokomo Speedway, but again, a handful of local restaurants, hotels, and such, and that information was supplied from them and went into the application for the EDA. And again, because it took so long, I believe that the EDA then followed up, with those to verify that we didn't just fudge numbers to throw in there, so they verified that, and as well as with the CVB, and so yes, it's interesting to say, okay, how's this going to create? Hopefully with that infrastructure, with the available ground out there, somebody may be like, what? There's infrastructure out there. Yeah, we want to be next to the Kokomo Speedway, and and a business goes in, or a supplier, a tire, a race, team,
It's like an industrial.
Industrial strip.
Exactly. The same type of thing we did that brought the Samsung TDI announcement type of thing.
So yes, those numbers are proposed, but it stems from interviewing or surveying not only the Speedway folks, but those that are economically impacted by the thousands and thousands of people that come to races year after year in Kokomo, to the Indiana's baddest bull ring.
Yeah, it's definitely busy. There's a lot of stuff going on. I hear it from my house all the time. Honestly, when we first moved into the house we're in, I had no idea what that noise was, and I'm like, is there an alien attack happening? Like, what is happening? But then you realize it's race noise. I'm like, man, I can hear that all the way from here. It's crazy.
Yeah, I grew up on and still live on the west side of town. And when you talk about the sounds of summer, I mean, just to sit outside, we've been to the, been to the track a number of times, but just to sit outside and hear them going, it's just awesome. So
you're 100% right. That is a sound of summer. Love
so
that.
yeah, really excited. Kudos to our development department for their patience and diligence in landing that. I mean, it's going to help considerably for them and actually free up some additional funds that we had allocated towards that for our ARP uses.
Love that. Love to see that. Anything else going on in City Hall? What's been going on up there?
My executive assistant, Polly Bray, retired last week.
Saw that.
So
how did I not put in my notes? I saw that.
So her last day was Thursday, and we gave her a really good
God, I'm surprised you made it today. So, you're dressed. You look. I mean, she took care of you from what I hear.
Yeah, because she's even in Scotland, and I was waiting for a text or call or something because she's got her Apple Watch or whatever with this alarm on, and I'm like Pavlov's dog. It goes off, and I'm like, where am I supposed to be? But yeah, she was a gem with the city for 34 years.
I was going to say, she served for many administrations.
Yeah.
Yes. And
which that really says something. Probably.
Yeah.
She was hired under Bob Sargent, and I think worked at wastewater in the controller's office and possibly utility, but then ended up in the executive administrative assistant position in 2012, I think. And was executive assistant to the mayor until just recently.
I will say there were a handful of people during my time when I first came to Kokomo who were just incredibly helpful in just teaching me about this community and how things connected and who just who you needed to talk to, because at the time I was a reporter covering county government, and she was one of that handful who just really helped connect dots, and you knew was just a seamless connector. So great work.
So who's your new assistant?
Her replacement started this morning, Nita Campbell.
Talk about big shoes to fill.
I know.
Yeah.
Nita, our thoughts and prayers are with you.
Absolutely. and she wasn't too overwhelmed today, but took it in stride. And I think she's going to be great. Nita and I went to high school together. We're both class of 89, so we've known each other for a long time. She was working with AAA and actually had taken a promotion and moved out to the Virginia area a little over right around 2 years ago. And, at the time when she was contemplating the promotion, I was trying to snatch her away to the city to begin with. And when Polly had announced her retirement, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to try again. So I gave her a call, and she thought, maybe it's time to come home. She's got grandbabies and such. And so she packed up and headed on home. And so now she's my partner in crime.
Love that.
Love that.
My keeper.
Well, congratulations. Congratulations to Mrs. Bray for a great retirement.
Absolutely.
Hopefully. Hope you can enjoy. I saw that she's officially a full-time grandma. Is what she calls herself now. So that's awesome to see. Anything else going up there in City Hall?
Getting budgets together.
Okay.
Tis the season.
Tis the season for budgeting. Love that. Awesome. Well, let's get into it.
A counter of how many times we say
budgets,
sidewalks.
Tis the season for budgets. It starts in April and it ends in July.
Yep, getting road projects done. Now that we're in August, we're going to start running out.
By the way, Phillips looks great.
Isn't it nice?
It's something to drive on. About time.
Finally. Thank you all for your patience.
Yeah, all that. I'm not minding it at all. No, it's good.
We're just cruising down Phillips.
Very nice. All right, let's get into the Ask the Mayor segment here on the Kokomo Post and the Mayor Tyler Moore Show. Partner with Lexi's Drink Barn. If you like fountain cokes, if you like little snacks, Lexi's Drink Barn is the place to go. They've got 2 convenient locations on Markland as well as North Washington. If you want to know what I like, it's a 44-ounce Coke Zero. Oh, look, we even got a thing now.
Yeah,
I love the thing now.
That's awesome.
Good job, Joe.
Producer Joe is on.
Comment down below if you have any questions. Thanks to Lexi's Drink Barn. Like I said, I like a 44-ounce Coke Zero with sugar-free vanilla. That's my afternoon pick-me-up. I haven't eaten today. I'm good. Got some energy today.
Oh,
it's good to see.
Look out.
But let's get into it. If you, by the way, anybody watching this, we still have quite a few people watching this. If you have any questions, just leave it in the chat below. As that cool little graphic says, I'm just blown away by that. I had no idea it was there.
You missed it. It's a little surprise. Graphic. He comes in from the side.
Can you do it again?
Sure.
I like motions. Oh, here we go. Whoa! Big time. Big time we are. Awesome. Let's get into it. If you have any questions for the mayor, just leave it in a comment in the chat, and we'll get to it. The first one is from Ann on Facebook. When can they build an amphitheater here so we can have some big name concerts like Noblesville and Wabash? We are big enough and people would still love that, especially since gas is high and other things factor into it.
Okay, we've got a small amphitheater that down that does the Riverwalk concert series. So Kyle at the Coterie does a great job doing that. We got a beautiful state-of-the-art pavilion there in Foster Park. I mean, so kind of an amphitheater, setting that we have thousands of people at the Haynes Apperson, so I know it gets a little uncomfortable if people have to stand or it's crowded or whatever. But yes, so I mean, I'm assuming amphitheater, she's meaning outside. What the pavilion at Foster Park, I mean, I think that serves our needs now, but that doesn't mean that if it warrants it later that we consider it. But in our parks and everything, I know that the Civic Theater and Children's Curtain Call and the Symphony and Kokomo Band and stuff, would love to see a performing arts center. So, once we get the hotel and conference center going and up, which is still coming, that we'll kind of look that way. But I don't know that a larger amphitheater is in the works now with Foster Park serving that need.
Someone may have just texted me something, and I think it's maybe the smartest idea this human's ever had in his or her life.
Cool.
We should build one and call it Deer Creek.
Oh.
Yes.
Take back the name.
Take back the name.
Because everybody, whatever it is down there now, right? Whatever it is. Ruoff,
sponsor
Verizon, it was Klipsch. Bring back Deer Creek. Call it Deer Creek.
And
there you go.
As
Everybody
everyone who ever sees the word Riverwalk says, and by everyone I mean
There's
like
no
three specific, there's no river, there's a creek in Kokomo. So this could be.
This is the creek. Deer Creek.
This is it.
See, this was meant to be.
Guys, I wish you could see the amount of likes coming in right now.
People are loving Deer Creek.
Okay.
Jacob says yes. I love it. People want Deer Creek and Kokomo. I'm all about it.
We might have to look at it then.
I love that. Anyway, next question is from Sarah on Facebook. We need to address the lack of ambulances in the city. We can't wait till next year's budget. Something needs to be done now. Sarah on Facebook.
Yes, and it is an ongoing, and I get that it's a concern. Hospitals are doing what they need, but in order for, I mean, if a private ambulance service wants to come in and provide like there were a few years back, I mean, that would be wonderful. The hospitals aren't adding trucks as well, and I know that everybody's looking to the city to have one added to the fire department. Folks are forgetting, and yes, that would be the logical place, and we are working as best we can to try and get to that point. But the last time the Kokomo Fire Department had an ambulance service, we had 122 firefighters. Right now we're at 89. So, and we recently had a study done that said, with a city our size, we would need 7 to 8 additional firefighters just on the trucks. That's not include adding the ambulatory service. If we were to do that, it would be an additional, 7 to 8 firefighters in order to staff that. Now, adding the bodies that we can, we'll try and work that in as best we can. Yes, talking about the Speedway, they've had one servicing the Speedway during races, but until we can get, because the only way to do it now would be to schedule overtime, and we've struggled with COVID and injuries and such. Well, and I've seen
announcements for multiple long-term firefighters who are retiring as well. I think they're in the past 2 or 3 weeks. There have been 3 or 4 that I've seen celebrations for, which is great. Again, congrats and thank you for their service. But I think that's another. Even if you did that study and we're at 89, I've seen at least 3 who there's been kind of a hats off to. So
we're trying to get a plan in place, and see if there is a way to still staff it without. And again, part of that's the overtime. We're scheduling overtime, and we're pushing overtime over budget. Then therein lies the struggle as well. But I mean,
let me ask this. I'm curious. What is the barrier? Maybe this is a silly question because we are talking about people going in to put their lives on the line to fight fires, right? But what do you perceive as the barrier to getting more people hired at this point? Is it sort of the traditional hey, everyone is having trouble post COVID. Like, what's the barrier there?
Yeah, well,
I imagine it's a hard job in the beginning because it's a pretty risky.
Sure.
Applications are up, but they can train, I think you said, comfortably, 5 or 6, at a time, but they try to do it. I mean, again, with rotating in, 3 or 4 if they can. So you've got that time, where there's overlap with bringing them in. But the interest and the applications are there. I mean, a lot of it's just budgetary. We jokingly say budgets. And so up until this point, we've not, the focus lately has been on equipment, because we've got aging equipment and aging firefighters, and so now we need to focus on adding the bodies and trying to get the bodies in before another exodus, because it's kind of netting out. So the barrier is just like you mentioned, an aging force that you bring them, you bring 3 or 4 good ones in to add, and then we've got 3 or 4.
And the training period is obviously pretty extensive to get them from psychological tests to physical tests to the actual onboard training. It sounds like it's a pretty intense process.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So, okay, plan in place.
Good questions.
Next question. Any word on having an automotive chip plant opened? Scott on Facebook.
There's announcements that the federal government is putting money towards chip development, and they said Indiana's a good site for that. We have facilities. Unfortunately, the labs that we have here in Kokomo, it would take tens of millions of dollars just to clean up and get into. I mean, that's without bringing the equipment in, as we understand. But if money is going to be allocated, I know that Indiana is on the radar, and you're right. We will continue to lobby that Kokomo be considered. It helps that we've got recent investment with Stellantis and Samsung SDI to show that there's trust in the local workforce. So crossing our fingers that if initiatives come through and money is there to put towards it, that yes, Kokomo will definitely be considered, and we'll continue to push for it.
Taking a break from economical question, here is one from Bray on Facebook. You might know her. What was your favorite school lunch growing up?
Oh, the square pizza, hands down. The square pizza,
so good.
Yeah,
so good. Nostalgia.
We talked about this the other day. This is my because like 88% of my personality is growing up in upstate New York. But
she said it.
No, she did.
She said it.
I'm self-aware enough to know that. But we had white pizza as
I remember you mentioned that.
and it was that hands down is my favorite. And it's the saddest thing that my kids like. That's not the highlight of their. We got it like twice a month, and the line was crazy.
Oh yeah,
so good.
Oh,
all right. Next question. I know I'm sorry. I'm speeding through these today.
That's okay.
Can you get a Special Olympics Howard County in the parade next year for Haynes Apperson? I play basketball for the Special Olympics. Chris on Facebook.
Yes, encourage your coach and organizers and such to reach out, because there's no entry fee required for entry into the Haynes Apperson parade, and I know the committee would love to have an additional spot in there. So by all means, Chris, have your coach and organizers tell them that you want in the Haynes Apperson parade.
Love that. Next question is from Ron Harrell, actually. Used to be a former state rep. I have a question. Since the city is expanding and growing greater in size, why are we decreasing the number of firefighters? As a retired firefighter, I'm concerned about the safety of our firefighters. Also, he says, what efforts are being made to get the ambulance back on this fire service? We already kind of discussed both of these points, but I'll let you speak.
So we've not decreased since I've taken office. We've added, I think we're net 5, but budgetary coming in, and then just where the numbers had gone from 2008 to 2020, going from 122 down to 86 or so. Was unfortunate, and it's something that we're trying to gain ground on, and in doing so, just like, public safety, adding police officers to better community police. As soon as we can get additional firefighters, so that they can, staff the ambulance, then we'll get there as well. The one good thing is that every firefighter on the Kokomo Fire Department is an EMT, and so they do provide BLS services, and they respond to every ALS call to provide those initial services in case, a medic is not available at the time. And so a lot of times it says no medic available. The fire department's there providing that first aid. It's just we can't transport them now, and so that therein lies the struggle is then transporting them. So again, as we continue to add bodies and try to keep that net gain as opposed to loss with the ones we're bringing on versus those that are going to be retiring in the next 2-3 years, we hope to get there.
Next question is from Sonny on Facebook. Does the mayor know that he has a current membership here at the Kokomo Country Club? And Sonny is the head chef at the Kokomo Country Club.
I did not know that.
Uh-oh.
Well, I guess you do.
There we go.
Or maybe his question was typed wrong and he was wondering if you do know if you have one or not. I'm not sure.
I don't believe, I've not been told or informed that I do.
Or maybe it comes with the job. A little perky. A little perk. Perk of the job.
Yeah, no, I was not informed as such.
Well, we'll figure that out for you. Because if so, I will be your +1 someday.
Let's go.
Same. I would like to know more about the food at the country club.
Yeah, Sonny, we'll get to you, buddy. We're going to come out and make a video. It'd be great. Next question is from Stacy on Facebook. We need grocery stores desperately on the north end and south end. Dollar General doesn't carry everything you may need, and a lot of people prefer not to shop at Walmart. Also, many people have issues with the transportation that far. Please help. 7 exclamation points. 7 or Stacy on Facebook.
And it is not due to a lack of trying. I mean, even my predecessor. I mean, there have been concerted efforts in the last 4-5 years probably to try and entice. I mean, especially knowing when Marsh went out and Kroger closed the one along 931. There have been efforts by our development department reaching out to grocers, in the region, even to see if they are in the business of expanding. They obviously are not. Pandemic, kind of set things back as well. But we're totally aware of that and are working with county government, Center Township government, and a few other leaders to look at where the initial struggles are, and a lot of it is accessibility. And so there's a survey that was done recently on the public transportation, the free trolleys and Spirit of Kokomo rides, to see how that those routes can be expanded, and if the funding's available, because again, a lot of it is accessibility, getting them there. Maybe even looking at a program, because a lot of the grocery stores and even big box, with Walmart and Meijer, they provide home delivery of groceries. I mean, so is it something that we put together a program that the city or county or collectively pays for that annual membership fee for home delivery for groceries, and people order them online off of their cell phones and such, and do it that way. I mean, so there is a group looking at that. We're having a study done, and but I mean, we know that there is a need and a desire, but again, I mean, we can't force a grocery into making that investment here, but we have been trying. We've sent emails, letters, we've had meetings with grocers. Again, my predecessor, Mayor Goodnight, through the development department, did the same thing. I mean, so we know it and we're trying.
It's effort. Yeah. All right. Last question. When will we ban the selling of puppies from puppy mills? There have been several efforts trying to contact local spokespeople. There are also several cities, including Carmel, who have banned the buying and selling of puppies. When will we follow suit? Lacey, and that is a question from the live chat.
I know that there's a discussion going on now because there was a request for an animal ordinance to be put in place, and so maybe because that has not been finalized yet, and because its intent is to be all-encompassing or county-wide. So we've got the city, county, Humane Society, Greentown, Rusheville, police and sheriff, all discussing this ordinance and such. I mean, so yes, there's been concerns, with puppy mills and such, and sometimes even a store that may have questionable practices, but I know that's being looked into and could be considered as part of that ordinance as well that has not been finalized yet.
Gotcha.
Well, and I got to say, that is the second or third question that we've had from Lacey. You can really tell that she's a well-researched and an animal advocate. And
she's the one that asked about the Humane Society.
Yeah, absolutely. So kudos to you. Keep those good questions coming, Lacey.
Yep.
Gotcha. And the last question here is from George, also in the live chat. Why don't you make Indian Heights a no pocket on the road?
Oh, like the pocket bikes?
Is that what that means? I'm not sure.
I would assume pocket bikes, the little miniature motorbikes.
Okay.
Yes, I mean that's. We need to find ways to do more active direct patrols, out there, because that's not only the pocket bikes that go wheeling through there, but with some of the repaving and such that's gone out there, folks do make their way around Indian Heights rather quickly, as they do in other areas as well.
Sure.
But I know Indian Heights is heavily populated as is, and the way it's set up, folks do like to speed through there. So we will work on getting some more direct patrols out there to try to deter some of that.
And Indian Heights was annexed, so that is part of the city proper now? Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Those are the questions for the Ask the
Great
Mayor
stuff.
segment.
Yes, thank you
Partnering
all.
with Lexi's Drink Barn. We had a little bit of rapid fire today. If you have any questions for next week, please just leave them in the chat. I go back every week and make sure I don't miss any questions. And we'll go from there. So thanks for watching this episode of the Mayor Tyler Moore Show. I do have good news for you. And this is so strange that this was never portrayed to you earlier. You do get a free membership, you and your family at the Kokomo. It's a mayor perk.
That's probably just a social member,
Work
but
perk.
still.
No, he said it's
like pool
golf,
and meal.
pool meals.
Pool, golf. You got the whole thing, man.
And your family.
Wow.
And your family. There you go.
Well, surprise.
Making it happen.
Thank you, Sonny.
Thanks for watching, Sonny, and letting us know that. I just made his day, so that's good.
When are we
Anyway,
going
you got a dog joke for us?
A dog
joke?
Dad.
Wow.
I saw Lacey's
dog
name, and she's the dog lover and animal lover, and I said dog. Do you have a dad joke for us?
I had a dog one, but I won't do it because Lacey probably wouldn't like it. But no, we can do, since it's back to school, many don't know that my sister-in-law is a math teacher, and she loves to brag about her favorite dessert.
Yeah?
Pie.
Get it? 3.14.
I got it.
It's a math term.
I got it.
It's a thing. It's 3.14. Is your sister really a math teacher?
My sister-in-law, yeah.
Love that. I love
high
that
school.
it's true,
Took my high
actually.
school.
Anyway, thanks for watching this episode of the Mayor Tyler Moore Show. We love. Thank you guys. Sonny says he's looking forward to seeing you. Thanks for watching. Always, if you have any questions for next week's Ask the Mayor segment, of course, just leave them in the chat below. We'll get to them. We love you, Kokomo, and we hope you have a great week. We'll
Take
see you
care,
next time.
Kokomo. See ya.